Sometimes you get a second chance at life, a chance to find love, a chance to do what you always wanted to do. And then sometimes you sit in your homie's bedroom playing fucking visual novels for the internet. Welcome to the Gangsta Gaming Network playthrough of Katawa Shoujo. I'm Billy and I got my homie Marcello with me.
What's up? Hello.
Let's get it on.
Let's do it.
Alright. You want to start or shot?
You should start it.
Alright. A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wood chimes. Shit. This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The decadus trees provide a beautiful green canopy far out of the sight of teachers and fellow students. But now, in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling.
Sounds like a bitch.
That's some poetic shit.
I know, dude. That's for real.
Like writing journal and shit.
Shoot.
I breathe into my cupped hands and rub them together furiously to prevent them from numbing in the cold. Alright, dog. Just how long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure the note said 4 p.m. Ah yes, the note slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking.
Okay.
As far as cliches go, I'm more of a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least this place shows initiative.
I've never heard of that cliche.
Yeah, no, me neither, but...
Yes, this was a lie.
I don't know, I'd be kind of down.
Me too, I'll put A, girl.
Let me holler at you. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. The snowflakes silently falling from the white painted sky are the only sign of time passing in this stagnant world. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time has slowed to a crawl. The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. Oh shit, nigga.
You learned that.
Hisao, you came? A hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to 100 times, but never is more than an eavesdropper to a conversation. That's creepy.
Yeah, that's very creepy. I have no comment for that.
Just sitting in class, just like, hey girl, hey.
Oh, is that how you feel about me? Okay.
I hear you, girl.
Okay, I see you.
I turn to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race. Iwaniko, I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours? Okay, why is this girl wearing that skirt in this
For real, that's what I'm saying. Like, when it rains, I see girls with booty shorts. I'm just like, what is your deal?
Was she gonna throw on a pair of Ugg boots next?
Yeah, exactly.
Damn it, I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result. Okay, I kind of feel him on this, because you've ever been in those situations where you're like, hey girl, let me holler at you, and you think you're all the shit, and then you're like, oh god, no. Pathetic word, yeah.
Dang, that's fun.
Yes, I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it. A shy, joyous smile. It makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle even if I tried. This is hella urgent shit.
Yeah,
like,
dude, this is like really bad. This is like elementary school stuff. It's sad because there's still some dudes going through this.
Word.
Seriously, it's like, bro, get your stuff together.
I'm 21, there's still dudes going through this. Ridiculous.
Damn.
Okay. That was weird. Did you see that?
Yeah.
My heart is pounding now as if it were trying to burst out from my chest and claim this girl for itself. In terms of anime characters, he's not a bad looking dude though. So
yeah, that's true. He could be some
like janky ass looking.
Seriously.
So here we are, out in the cold. Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. The cacophonous noise is music to my ears. Iwaniko flinches ever so softly against the gust of the wind. As it passes, she rights herself, as if supported by some new confidence. I don't know why she needs the confidence. I mean, from the back, she looked kind of fine.
Yeah, until you see her face, you're like, damn!
Oh, butterface, no.
Yeah, it's for real.
Her eyes lock with mine, and she lazily twirls her long, dark hair around her finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. My throat is tight. I doubt I could even force a word out if I tried. That doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
You see, oh shit. I wanted to know if you'd go out with me. Hey, you want some fuck? No. I stand there motionless, save for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. Hasao? I reach up to try and massage my throat, but this only sends spikes of blinding pain along my arms. Oh shit.
What the heck?
Sal? Oh fuck. My whole body freezes, save for my eyes which shoot open in terror. Oh, that's not good. Sal! The beating in my chest suddenly stops. This isn't funny, but I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Beating in my chest suddenly stops and I go weak at the knees. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull winter sky, Iwanako running towards me, all these fade to black.
You popped some Molly before all this happened.
Didn't drink enough water.
Yeah.
The last things I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanako screaming for help and the incessant clatter of the branches above. I love how we both reached for our water at the same time as we were talking about the Molly, just like, shit.
Don't do drugs, guys.
Or do. I'm not your parents. You can do whatever the
Yeah,
hell you
actually, yeah, go ahead. Like,
Say maybe to drugs, kids.
yeah, that's your fault.
Yeah.
This fool died.
Yeah, no, shit. This is depressing.
Seriously, man. Surprise.
And congratulations on dying, bitch. Welcome to your dating novel.
Yeah.
Oh, you thought this was gonna be fun? Surprise, motherfucker. Like shit.
Yeah, dude, like, dang, man.
Although this is some pretty nice animation for a bunch of people who met up on the internet and were like, oh, let's just do this visual novel about disabled bitches.
Yeah, seriously.
Although I'm pretty sure this is like the only time this is gonna happen where it's like, oh, legit.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm anxious to find out though. Shit.
You just never know. Bro, that would suck sitting in a hospital, like,
Dude.
seeing needles, just like little, like, the clock just clicking.
Dude, I hate hospitals so much. Oh my gosh.
So do I, man. Hospitals creep me out. I've been watching too many, like, those movies with, like, haunted asylums.
Oh yeah, we're just like, or it's like the ghost of everybody who's ever died and that comes back to haunt your ass. I'd be the one.
I'd be gone.
It's been 4 months since my heart attack. Damn.
This fool had a heart attack? What? Too much Popeyes, bro.
This nigga like 12? Shit.
That's what I'm saying.
And that whole time, I can probably count the times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts, so I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Arrhythmia. A strange word. A foreign, alien one. It's not that strange and foreign if you fucking know English, motherfucker.
Yeah.
One that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition. It causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. Apparently I've had it for a long time. They said it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. Is that really a miracle? I guess this is supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up. Me neither. Like, what? You get a blood rush? Like, oh shit. Now
So,
you dead?
You're gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Like, no, do you realize what happened to me? Like,
I'm only 14, had a heart attack. What the hell?
exactly.
My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece. Okay.
What? I think it just runs in the family. They
Yeah.
just worry too much and then they kill themselves. Like,
Yeah. Nah, I don't know how they would be hit harder. You're the one who had the fucking heart attack.
that's what
dog.
I'm saying. Like, dang, they got really butthurt.
I had already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. That's arrhythmia. I don't think there is a cure, dog.
That's what I'm saying.
Of course, there is a cure.
Bro.
I wish shit would be cured by Popeyes.
Yeah, imagine. Oh, man.
Heart disease, Popeyes. Obesity,
Number
Popeyes,
7.
ironically.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Of course, there isn't a cure. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cars. I hope that's how people treat me.
Seriously.
I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed if you niggas didn't come when I was in the hospital.
Yeah,
Just
I'd be mad too. I see you on the street throwing rockets at your face. Like,
I'll send somebody to blow up your fucking car, nigga.
yeah,
Shit.
I'm like, bro, I
Fucked
see
up.
you.
But the visitors soon dwindled and all the get-well gifts began trickling down to nothing shortly after.
Ooh, okay.
That's cold.
That's foul.
I realized that the only reason I'd gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had turned into a class project. How you ain't got no real friends that are like,
dang, no
that's
new friends, no new friends.
some Drake shit. Drake could write a song about
Yeah,
this.
dude, man, that would make me cry.
No, we're gonna send this to Drake, and he's
Yeah.
gonna be like, it's based on one single tear. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had any visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis.
Oh, that'd suck. Don't get me wrong. I got nothing wrong with my parents, but they were visiting
Yeah,
me like,
no, like-
more than my friends. I would be like, all right.
And Monica was the last to stop visiting. Which caused your heart attack, dude. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. That's cold-blooded. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. Why not?
Dang, she said deuces.
Yeah, she shucked the deuces.
Yeah, she was gone.
Just later, the hospital. It's not really a place I'd like to live in. Well, no shit, dude. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they're in a hurry and have a million other patients waiting for them, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. Nah, I feel that. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. So I idly observed the scar that those surgeries had left on my chest slowly change its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of omen. What? I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough that now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answer shows that there is at least some hope. Shit. At some point I stopped watching TV. Don't know why, I just did. Eventually after enough reruns, I stopped watching TV too. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital, although it was more like a storeroom for books. I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. I found that I really liked reading, and I think I even became a little addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands.
Okay, pause.
Alright.
Why would you feel naked without a book in your hands?
Oh no, I understand like the reading is escapism thing, but like
Yeah, bro.
there's only so many books you can read.
That, and it's just like, honestly, I hate reading.
Right.
So, like, I feel content without reading. So, I don't know. Without a book in my hand, I would just be like, I would never feel naked.
I don't know how this nigga didn't discover the internet.
That's
like,
what I'm saying, bro. Don't you got a computer or
like
something?
you got a repository of all the knowledge in the world at the tips of your fingers, and you're like, I'm bored of TV. I'm bored. Library. Like, I feel library. I like books, but I don't think I could do that 24/7.
Exactly.
But whatever. To each their own.
True.
But I love the stories. That was what my life was like. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mass I was trapped inside instead of moving within. A week could go by without me really noticing it. I feel that. Sometimes I'd pause in realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was. But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness through the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself. Oh, that's shit's the worst.
What does that mean?
It's like, you know when you're going through some shit and then you put on that like facade where you're just
yeah.
no, I'm cool. And then all of a sudden you're like sitting in bed and it's 1 a.m. and you listening to fucking Drake and all that shit. Wham!
Dude, that was me like 6 months ago.
Right? No.
Yeah.
But you know exactly what he's talking about.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, close to home, single tear.
Just close.
The pages of my books would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. But that happened only rarely. Well, that's good. And I couldn't even cry.
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
I feel like that just ain't phrased right. I can understand what he's talking about, but it just doesn't sound right.
Exactly.
Like, at least it only happened rarely.
True.
No, I'd be sitting in my room like, no friends. No new friends.
No friends. Your girl wants nothing to do with you. You can die at any moment.
She wasn't even your girl. She wanted to be your girl, and then she skipped out on you because she was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, bitch, you broken." I'm like, "That's cold. That's wrong."
That's fine.
He really is.
Seriously.
Today, the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've last seen them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not a party. How do you know? Maybe it is a party. Maybe.
Turn up.
There is this ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time sorting his papers, then setting them aside as if to make the point of the pointlessness of what he just did. I didn't even indulge that.
Exactly.
Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine. He looks me in the eyes for a moment. Hello, Hasao. How are you today? I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him. I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now. With some precautions, you should be fine. Alright. We have all your medications sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription. The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many. I take it from his hand and take a look for myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this?
Dang! This was gonna die at like 25.
I know.
All that medication.
Shit. That's ridiculous.
Dude, that's like Breaking Bad status.
That's shit. I'm just looking at fucking erectile dysfunction right across the top, you dirty motherfucker. The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. This is insane. Side effects, adverse effects, contradictions. I didn't spell contradictions right. I'm gonna let that pass though. And dosages are listed line after line with cold precision. I try to read them, but it's so futile. I can't understand any of it. Attempting to only makes me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life. Every day. I'm afraid that is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that list fade over the years. Years? What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd have felt better if you hadn't said anything at all. Also, I've spoken with your parents, and we believe that it would be best if you don't go back to your old school. Me too, like...
Yeah.
Fuck them niggas on the south side.
So.
What?
What?
Why is he so hyped? Please calm down, Hasao. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down? The way he says it tells me that he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to be homeschooled? Well, that would suck.
True.
Whatever my concern shows, it's ignored. We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least not until we're sure that your medication is suitable. So I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. Disabled? What? Nigga, you knew already. You were in the hospital for months with like your heart just like...
Like, yes, bro.
It has a 24-hour nursing staff and it's only a few minutes away from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on the campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby. Independence? It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise that fact. You shut your stupid face.
Bro, exactly. Like, if I knew I was gonna die, I would be like, yo, send me. I'd rather be homeschooled for that reason. I'm not trying to be, turning up at school and then just die.
No, I mean, he's looking at it the wrong way. He's like, oh my god, I can't go back to my friends. They ain't your friends. They didn't show up for you. They don't care about you. And then you gotta deal with that little girl who's like, oh, he's broken. I don't want him no more.
Yeah, he's too nice.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
But it does give the right amount of independence. You get your own. It's a boarding school. You get your own room.
Yeah.
You're like set. You get to go to school with other people.
That and they're like accompanying you like 24/7. Make sure you don't die. So it's just like
this nigga could get a heart attack anytime.
Exactly.
And he's like, oh, but I want to go back to my old school. Shut up.
Exactly. You get a heart attack at that school, they're just gonna look at you and be like, oh, tough luck, buddy.
Not to
just
mention,
walk away.
anybody at like a school where everybody's going through kind of the same shit can empathize with you, so you don't get that whole everybody's looking down on you because you can't do certain shit.
Exactly.
School for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise that fact. Shut up. If it was really that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point. But you need the hospital nearby, bitch. Of course, that's only if you want to go. But your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. We went out there and had a look a couple of weeks back. I think you'd like it. It looks like I really don't have a choice. No, you don't. You're a kid. Your parents make your choices, homie. Compared to other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. Oh.
So, other way, you finna die a lot younger than everybody else.
Yeah. Well, actually, he's gonna live long with anybody else with heart problems, but he ain't gonna live long as like normal people.
Exactly.
You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamned opportunity. Well, you should be excited at this chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school, and while it's not the same one, a special school, that's an insult. That is what I want to say. It's a step down. It's not what you think. All of the students there are pretty active in their own sort of way. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help in one way or another. Your father's right, and many of the graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. Okay. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. Okay, I'll give him the point on that one.
Yeah, that's true. That's the first smart thing he said this whole video.
You don't... You will be held back, but overcoming is the main point.
Exactly.
I really hate that something so important was decided for me, but what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. Although I would be kind of pissed too. I think I would be a little salty because they sounded hella condescending when they were telling him, like, no, you'll enjoy it. It's like, shut up.
You don't know me.
Seriously. It's funny. I'd always thought about my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something now. Something about how I can go back to school anyway. But no. I don't say anything. The fact is that I know now it's futile. I look around the room, feeling very tired of all of this. The hospital, doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I know this. But the thought of going to a disabled school, what are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. Word. That is all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something. Even if it's a special school, it's something. It's a fresh start, and my life isn't over. It would be a mistake to just resign myself to thinking that. Okay, now I feel like he's like getting like he's saying smarter shit.
Yeah, that's true. Because it's like, bro, you could be dead right now.
Seriously.
So it's just like, dude, I'd be at a special school hella fast.
Well, I mean, think about it. To like his friends and like everybody but his parents, he pretty much did die.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he's gone from their minds.
He's gonna be that kid who's like, hey, remember that kid who had a heart attack? I think he died.
So, the whole, like, transferring out, that wouldn't be a bad thing to me. I'd be hella salty. None of my friends came.
Yeah, true. I'd be mad.
At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like.
Oh, that's some Drake stuff.
Yeah, that really is.
Just holding your heart with Band-Aids on.
That's going to be his next album cover. Act 1, Life Expectancy.
It looks so real.
That's pretty dope. I think somebody like either like rotoscoped it or some shit. I don't know.
Probably.
The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. What the hell does that even mean?
I know. Can we get a dictionary?
Well, I know what it means, but it's like it's a gate to a private school. They're supposed to look kind of like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like.
In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and gray plaster assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. And I could see that. I wondered if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. Okay, yeah. So I walked towards the main building of Yumaku Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone, as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park, with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh-cut grass, and all other park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. Actually, if I spent that long in a hospital, anything like hygienic, like, no.
Germaphobe.
I'd go roll in the dirt, just like,
yeah, exactly.
Welcome back.
You can't tell me nothing.
I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies, too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about school. It's an uncanny valley. Even though I was told this is my new school, in the back of my head it doesn't